I'm Etienne from Fiddle.
I'm Kyle from room 24.
I'm Shay from room 18.
Talofa!
Let's do our morning karakia.
Manawa mai te mauri nuku, manawa mai te mauri rangi, ko te mauri kai o, e mauri te pua, ka pakaru mai te po, tau mai te mauri, haumi e hui e tarikia.
Today is Friday, the 12th of November.
And today that is Ramade Te Kaumarua Whiringa Arangi.
Birthday shout out goes to
Kale Black.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Don't forget to click the like button.
Next, it's story time.
by Farah Michelle.
Reading Pania of the Reef. Have a great
Have a
day!
great day. Bye.
Oh, the waves held Maui, and he floated on the sea, and the clouds kept the sun from his eyes.
Pania of the Reef. Pania was a creature of the sea, yet she looked like any ordinary person on the land. The land had always fascinated Pania. Most evenings she would leave her people and swim through the surf to the beach. At the base of Hukarere Cliff, she would hide among a clump of flax bushes that grew beside a spring of water. She lay there most of the night and returned home before the sun rose. She's looking at the water and then up at the pa up on the hill. Very early one morning, a young chief came from a nearby pa to drink at the spring. Pania was happy to watch him from her hiding place. Then one evening the young chief saw her graceful form and her light green eyes as he drank from his calabash. The young chief gently took Pania's hand in his. He led her back to his whare in the pa. He softly closed the door behind them, and in the warm darkness they lay as man and wife together through the night. But Pania was a woman of the sea and not of the land. As the stars began to fade in the half light of dawn, she could hear the waves calling her. She gently kissed her husband's tattooed cheek and hurried back to the beach to swim back to her own people. The next evening, the young chief waited on the beach until Pania came to him. They made their way back hand in hand past the spring and the flax bushes to their whare in the pa. They were very much in love. Children, can you remember the word in Māori that means love? Aroha. That's right. A year went quickly by, and Pania gave birth to a little hairless boy they called Mori Mori. When daylight came, Pania left Mori Mori with his father and returned to the sea. As the young chief cared for his baby, he worried that his son might be like his mother and want to go to the sea too. He loved his baby Mori Mori very much. The young chief went to the tribe's tohunga and asked, "How can I keep Pania and baby Mori Mori with me always?" "It's simple," said the tohunga. "When they are asleep, place cooked food on their bodies, and they will never return to the sea." The young chief did what the tohunga had told him, but it did not work. Instead of staying with him, Pānia took the baby in her arms and walked into the sea. Baby Morimori was changed into a taniwha that took the form of a shark. Pānia had a broken heart. She did not want to leave her husband, but she had been driven away by the cooked food. Pānia became a rock where fishermen often came. In her left armpit, the rawaru could be caught. In her right armpit was a good place to catch tamore. And between her thighs, hāpuka swam in their hundreds. It is said that at ebb tide, Pānia can be seen below the water, with her arms outstretched towards her lover. Many years ago, a Pākehā audience was told the story of Pānia. They had a bronze statue of her made in Italy. The statue now stands for all to see on Marine Parade in Napier. And here it is, children. Perhaps some of you have visited Napier. It's in the North Island, and you might have seen Pānia's bronze statue. And that is the story of Pānia on the reef.